If you look around this country right now, nobody's doing what we're about to do. We're about to change the face of education in a very positive way.
I'm thrilled to be a part of this pilot process.
We really want to ask, how do students learn best? What does that environment look like? How does it look? What does it look like? Is it through project-based learning, competency-based? There's all these big questions that are going on. So in order to really break through the institutionalized norms that we've had for 100 years, we need bold leadership. We need big ideas. We need to break out of the box and think, what if, why not, and really look at some new ways of teaching and learning.
These might be kids who are very unique problem solvers, who are very creative in how they look at problems. And so we're really looking for a mix of kids from our 3 middle schools who would be highly interested and passionate about taking on their own agency in how they learn.
So in this program, they're also going to be at the forefront of trying an innovative platform that's really disrupting the way that education is done in the 21st century. They're going to have 6 really committed teachers who are all invested in creating a curriculum that is personal to them.
Parents get complete access to all of their students' work. So rather than waiting for quarterly grades or progress reports, you're getting a daily list of your students' work, being able to see snapshots of it where students capture the work as they go, and they reflect on the work, and teachers reflect on it. And so I believe, especially as school looks very different today with our Common Core standards coming on board, as parents, it's really important that you don't just hear about the work, but you actually get to see it so that we can truly help our students and be partners.
Parents can not only see their students' work, this is what they did, but they can also see this is how the teacher evaluated, and even this is how my student evaluated their work. This is their reflection on their work. So it makes the whole process very transparent.
In our lab school, we are going to have some of the best teachers that we have in Arcadia Unified. In fact, 3 of them are Teachers of the Year in the last 5 years. So we're going to have a lot of teachers, all hands on deck in the beginning when we open up in January, because it's really important that we have as many teachers learning the platform as possible, but that also means really low ratios between teacher and students. So for those 30 or so students that are going to be part of this first cohort, they're going to get a lot of attention from some of the finest teachers that you'll find anywhere.
We're going to start every day with a community circle and get kids circling up, talking about what's working for them, what's not working for them, how we can better serve them. That's all going to be great data as we push this out to our campuses.
The coaches have determined that we want to be a part of that circle every day so that the students see us all in that context and they see how we interact with one another, as well as they have a chance to interact with us in a not necessarily academic context.
Next, we're going to move into a period of PE. We already have a physical education teacher here at Rancho who will be taking that group of middle school kids, combining with our present middle school kids that we have here in our independent study program, and having an hour of PE from 9 to 10. And then from that point forward, we're going to have block time on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays for English, language, arts, and history, and on Tuesdays, Thursdays, math and science. And then the afternoon, after lunch, we're going to have what we call lab time. It's an opportunity for kids to work on projects they might be engaged in, to continue to work in ELA or math or science, to collaborate with other students around a particular topic or content, for our teachers to use the formative assessment that comes out of the platform to design learning groups to meet kids where they are. It'll be connectivity time for our teachers to sit with students and really have an opportunity to hear them out and find out where they're coming from in a very qualitative way. These are former teachers that are involved in the co-development with engineers who designed the Google platform. I mean, it's amazing to see this interaction between the education side and the technology side and the interchangeability within that company.
For example, in a unit on how do people change society or culture? How do we make changes? The students might be introduced to different areas where people make change, like environment or food industry or education, and they kind of get a broad overview of how change occurs. And then once they have that base knowledge, they get to choose their pathway, like what one of those areas really interests you and where would you as an individual want to make change. And it's just giving students an opportunity to explore things that they may already be interested in, or things that they didn't know they had an interest in, because that's what educators really are seeking to do. We're wanting them to find out what they're passionate about, but also expose them to more than what they know already.
The beauty of it now is that in combining technology as a tool, and not just technology, but intuitive technology, where it's constantly evolving, where students are constantly interacting with the tool, that gives them value through the feedback it gives the student to help that student direct their own learning, their own teaching. The opportunity here for creating these authentic relationships that are going to help each of our students realize their optimal potential is just untapped. And so I'm super excited about the possibilities here.